Harbor units in the Long Island Sound that connects to the East River. We are about 11 miles south of the school that Avonte Oquendo walked out of on October 4th. He was never to be seen again. Now, last night, a resident made a horrible discovery here. We're told by police, arms and legs. Of course, the medical examiner has to determine the identification, but police are investigating a possible link to the missing autistic teen that everyone in New York, it seems, has been praying and hoping and holding out hope for. Right now, we're joined by Wally Zines, police detective sergeant. Thank you so much for joining us at this early hour. Wally, tell us a little bit about what they're going to be doing here at 7 a.m.
Well, first light, when the sun comes up, they're going to have divers in the water. It was supposed to be low tide at that time, which means that the water will be further out, which will uncover a lot of the sandy bottom. So they will bring in more police officers to do what they call a grid search. Once they establish the grid search, they're going to be looking for any type of clothing. They're going to look for other body parts. As you know, and this is a investigated DOA, investigate body parts. So until that's determined who that particular individual is, it's still investigate DOA.
Well, it is important to say no identification has been made on these remains. That takes some time. There has to be DNA tests done.
Right.
Can you tell us also about the very scary, horrible moment that this resident experienced last night? Do you know what happened here?
Well, about 8:30, a young child was walking along the beach area and discovered a hand. Took a picture of the hand on the person's phone, went home, showed it to its mother. The mother immediately called 911. 911 dispatched the police. When they got here, they put what they call a rapid mobilization, and they started to search. During the course of the search, they found another arm and they found 2 legs.
And I want to also ask you about the mood here. You know, just checking Twitter all morning, and everyone is tweeting about Avonte. I hope it's not Avonte. You know, we want updates on this. What is the mood here with police and detectives? We've had hundreds of police searching for this teen.
Well, right now what's going to happen is they're going to have detectives canvassing this whole area to see if there was any unusual occurrences that took place. In addition, they're also going to have a police car at Avonte's family's house, because this is a national news story. It's a worldwide news story. And they want to give the respect to the family, but they will be doing every bit of investigation that goes along with investigate a DOA, investigate the missing person case of Avonte. They're going to combine them all and look to see what they come up with. Fortunately, they have work in the ME's office that can determine, hopefully in a couple of days or maybe a week, the DNA if there is a match.
Well, I think our anchor Dan Manarino has a quick question for you.
Yeah, and can you do us a favor?
Dan?
Obviously a huge police presence right now. Wally's saying the divers will go back in the water at 7 o'clock this morning. Can you paint a picture of what exactly is happening on the scene right now? If your photographer can show us the police presence at this hour and what exactly is unfolding.
What's the question?
Okay, Wally, Dan, first excuse me, we're going to show you the scene right here, the harbor units. Dan is wondering what is exactly going to happen in the harbor here. You can see the units out. They've been going back and forth. What's going on out there right now, and what will be going on?
This is like taping a crime scene. What they're doing right now is they're cording off the area as a crime scene. You know, when you see police tape, do not enter, do not cross. The boats are there because of any waterway traffic that can come in there. Again, this is a commercial waterway over here that goes from the East River to the Long Island Sound. So they want to keep this as a sterile area. They're going to bring divers in on first light as soon as the sun comes in, and that's a very important safety factor. They want to keep all marine boats out of this area here. They also do not want to disturb the water, because if they disturb the water, the currents can move things.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Wally Zines.